Hello, this is Jeff Badger, the Grinding Doc, and we are going to talk a little bit about dressing, stationary dressing, single point diamond dressing. And when I teach my course, I teach people how to calculate the overlap ratio when you have a stationary dresser. Basically, we got a grinding wheel. This one's rather thin, but you got a grinding wheel, and we traverse across. And people say, hey man, how fast should I traverse? And my answer is, I don't know. I can't even think of a reasonable number. Now, then they say, all right, what should my lead be? How far over should I move per rev? And I'm like, I got some better numbers for that. But even that, I don't trust 100%. Then the third one is, what's my overlap ratio? How many times is a single point on the diamond going to hit the grit? So what I do is I have my single point diamond here. So you can take a look at that. It's a single point diamond. We tilt it at a drag angle. And then when we start to get a flat, we rotate it. And we start to get another flat, we rotate it. We start to get another flat, we rotate it. And I want to know, what is that flat width right there? What is that flat width? How big is it? Okay. And so, okay, this guy flat width is about 25 millimeters or 1 inch. But your diamond is not going to have that big a flat. Your diamond's going to have something that you can hardly even see, okay? But if you're going to calculate overlap ratio, you need to know. And when I give my course, we do a little exercise where we say, hey, Joe had a certain flat width on his diamond on Monday. That flat width got bigger and bigger and bigger. And by the time Friday came, his flat went from something small to something big. His wheel's dull, now he has burn, and he hasn't changed anything, but everything is gone bad. So we need to calculate what that flat width is. And here's what I do. I get a vernier, and I set that vernier to 1 millimeter. I'm going to set it a little bigger just for illustrative purposes, but I'm going to set it to 1 millimeter, 40 thousandths of an inch. Then I'm going to take that diamond, and I'm going to hold it up like this, or just leave it in the machine, because you don't want to take your diamond out, because then you have to find size again, find your 0 point. So leave it in the machine and just hold the guy up. Now you may not be able to see it. So then what you do is you get yourself a loop. You can buy them on Amazon for $5. And then you look at it and you say, okay, there it is. I see the flat. There it is. Now how big's that flat? Then you hold your vernier up. You don't measure it. You just leave it at 1 millimeter. And you hold it up to the vernier. You hold the guy there. And you go, I don't know, it's about 0.7 mil. And then you get Joe, and you say, hey, Joe, tell me how big that flat width is with the vernier and the magnifying glass, the loop. You can even stick your cell phone up against the loop and take a picture. You'll see that in the Book of Grinding. And then Joe will say, it's about 0.65 mil. No, it's 0.8 mil. No, 0.5 mil. 7 mil. No, about 1 mil. Hold on, it's about 0.7 mil. Is not exact science. All of those are good answers. All of those are fine. So now Joe has told us approximately what the width is. You get Fred to do it. You get Jose to do it. You get Vinod to do it. You get everybody in the company to get their own value. They're all going to disagree, but they're all going to put you in the ballpark. And then you can calculate your overlap ratio. And you might say, it's 3, or it might be 2 or 4, somewhere around there, because we didn't measure it exactly. But that's okay. We're in the ballpark. We know it's about 3 and it's not 30. Or you do it again and you calculate your overlap ratio and you say, oh my God, it's 40. Now is it 40? No, it might be 35. It might be 45, but it's somewhere in that ballpark. But we know it's not 3. 40 is a cause for burn. 3 is you're doing okay. So get yourself a little vernier. You can use a micrometer. You can get a little 1 millimeter shim, different ways to do it. And just kind of ballpark what that flat width is, and then plug that in the magic formula to figure out what your overlap ratio is. The Grinding Doc, stuff I teach in my grinding course, stuff you'll learn in the Book of Grinding.